Okay, this is a excuse me, Sears Kenmore Model 33. This is one of your basic heavy-duty all-metal workhorses. It has a 1.2 amp motor, and since it's only a straight zigzag and blind machine, that 1.2 amps is concentrated more on powering through the fabric. Perfect machine for like boat seats, upholstery work, you know, sunbrella, things like that. Not an industrial machine by any means. These are heavy-duty vintage machines. Heavy-duty as compared to what you can go to Walmart and get off the shelf. It's just straight, blind, and zigzag, and of course you could do creative embroidery patterns if you choose. It uses a class 15 bobbin. It has a tall shank, and it's a left home needle. The needle home's on the left side of the foot, not center. And the needles are 15 by 1s, and you can buy the needles and bobbins anywhere as easy as Walmart. Even Walmart stocks what you need. Cosmetically, it's fair to okay. It does have nicks and dings. There's some paint, a little bit of paint wear here on the corners. A little paint wear right here. There was a decal, and it pulled off a few spots of paint. Now, previous owner did take some kind of baby bluish turquoise paint and try to touch up here along the edge. We do not touch up. This was done when I found the machine. So it does have a little bit of off-color repair marks here. You can see them. But it's, you know, it's a worker. It's just plain and simple a worker machine. It does have the extra long square deck. You will need a Kenmore carrying case or a Kenmore cabinet if you choose to install it. It is tabletop ready. It will work just fine for you on the tabletop as it is. It's a freshly serviced machine, delivered to you ready to go. Please check out our feedback and you'll find out that all of our buyers are very happy with their machines and our packaging. This machine does weigh 40 pounds, so it does require lots of care and packaging to make sure you get it safely, and we do take care of that. I'll show you a little bit of what it'll do. It's a very quiet machine. I'm using a size 16 needle. I do not have any tall shank feet or attachments to include at this time. I'm including some class 15 bobbins for you. But I don't have any tall shank attachments that will work with this left needle machine. The zipper foot that I have is not adjustable, and it works with a center needle machine. Lots of room under the presser foot. These Kenmores normally will fit like 6/4 underneath, so that's nearly a 1/2 inch. So lots of room to get your project under the foot. That doesn't necessarily mean it'll sew that thick, but you won't have any problem hassling with your project. Nice consistent stitch. Now to turn the blind stitch on, it's just a little dial here on the front. You flip it over to blind stitch, and your width needs to stay at 0. And your blind stitch is engaged. Come on, baby. Very nice. Turn blind stitch back off. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it'll do. This is 18 layers. I'm not sure what the fabric is. I'm not a fabric expert, but it's 18 layers folded. And very nice. Now this machine will use up to its 18 needle, possibly a 19. I'd have to look at the manual to be sure of that. Speaking of manual, you will get a PDF copy of the instruction manual emailed to you after purchase. Nice consistent stitch on 18 layers of fabric. You will get these fabric samples also. This is an actual Levi's pocket folded in half, so it has the seams and everything, and we're going to sew right through it. And it's actually even got a tag in there. We're going to sew right through seam, 4 layers of denim, the whole deal. So she's not even going to sneeze. See that? Hold that pocket right through over 4 layers of seams. This machine is just a worker, period. Boom, 4 layers of seams. Awesome. Still with a perfect stitch. I know it's hard to see, but you will get this. Right through the seams. And this is 3 layers of tumbled garment leather. Can't do knife sheaths or saddles, boys. Sorry. Can't do bridles. Can't do heavy, thick leather. You need an industrial machine for that, and that's just plain and simple the way it is. If you have a vest, if you have a pair of leather pants, if you want to sew a patch on your biker vest or something, this machine will do the trick. This machine will do the trick on 2 layers of leather if you're trying, or vinyl if you're trying to do your boat seats. But she's not going to make a saddle. Not going to happen. And actually, you need to invest in an even feed foot if you're going to use this machine for that, just because it eliminates what just happened. Did you see it kind of bunched up? It pulled it through, but it bunched up. The even feed foot would pull the fabric evenly between the feed dogs and the foot. So an even feed foot is a nice $15 investment if you're going to consistently do vinyl or leather work. And see, it's going to bind up a little bit again. Maybe I should loosen up my pressure here. And it's just because it's sending the fabric in between. See, it's folded. But it has no problem actually sewing the leather. It does a very beautiful stitch. It's just having a problem because the leather's sticky. So even feed foot's about $15. Just search on eBay. Or they also call it a walking foot. For a tall shank machine. And that is the Kenmore Model 33 Vintage 1.2 amp all metal sewing machine.